Charities need to do an excellent job of making a compelling case for support. Many charities are very small. They have 1 or 2 staff, and in some cases they work with nothing but volunteers. It's very tough for them to make a compelling case for funds. But the question I ask of charities, especially the small ones, is I think what will get you thinking about what you can do if you had more revenue is this. What would you do if your revenue doubled? And they go, oh, wow, I guess we could hire people, we could do this, we could do that. My advice to any charity is know the answer to that question. If you were to double in size, if your revenue would double, what is it that you would be able to do? Because people want to hear those stories. They want to know about your passion. They want to know about what you're going to be able to accomplish if your revenue would increase. If you haven't got revenue or you haven't got a dream for how to use it, people are almost certainly not going to give. One of our consultants was working with a couple some years ago. They had given us instruction to give out a sizable amount, in many cases 6 figures, to about a dozen different organizations. Our consultant looked over the list and noticed that they had not named their local congregation about this, of which they had been a part and very involved in for many years. And he asked them, he says, is this an oversight? I mean, it's up to you, but I couldn't help but notice that you haven't named them. And without hesitation, he says, we're not giving them any more. And she is nodding because clearly they've had this conversation. And our consultant looked at them and said, no, why would you say that? He says, they have no idea how to use it. They're going to fight, they're going to argue, they have no plan for what to do with additional resource. Why would I give them additional money when they don't already know what it is that they're doing? So the church was cut out. I think it's more important that people engage in a cause or a charity for which they're really concerned about, regardless of what the ratios might look like or the level of impact. Having said that, people need to have some sense of what's the contribution that organization is making. What is it that you guys could do? What if you could have your one wish, what might that look like? They will begin to line up their passion with an organization that begins to speak the same language. I think it boils down to this. I think charities need to do a better job of telling their story of impact and making a case for why people should support them. I think donors need to tell their story of how it feels to be generous and why they do it. We are in desperate need of hearing those stories.